This is Jay doing my informative speech. Here are my note cards. And that's my audience, my family. There's 5 of them.
What are you doing?
See, they're real. I have family. Okay, so we're about to get started. And we're gonna start off with a video. It's so ashy. I don't really think that was the shade of hair color she was going for. Do you?
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Well, so basically what I'm going to be doing right now is be giving an informative on hair color. And I'm speaking as a professional of 15 years and also as a current engineering student. I'll be giving a brief history, the pros and the cons of hair color. And once again, like I said, I have 15 years of industry experience. I have 10 years as a salon educator, 3 years as a regional educator for the hair color company, Pune Hair Cosmetics. So, like with everything, let's start from the beginning. Picture it, Egypt, 1500 BC. No, Sophia wasn't there. However, as stated by Cosgrave in the Complete History of Fashion, the ancient Egyptians, yes, the ancient Egyptians who created the Great Pyramids, the Sphinx, and charted the stars were also the pioneers in permanent hair color. They used dyes created from henna to camouflage their graying hair. Yes, from 1500 BC to 2020 AD, we're still dyeing our roots to get rid of our gray. Fast forward 1500 years to ancient Rome, people were dyeing their hair then too. As stated by Battersby in Fashion, a Mirror of History, it was common law for prostitutes to be forced to bleach their hair blonde to make them stick out in public. It didn't last too long for just them, as men and women in Rome began to fall for the trend and line up their hair. Battlers that would go out to battle, soldiers, would also use dyes to create an intimidation factor by putting colors of greens and reds and blacks on their facial hair and their beards. Fast forward to 1800s, the late 1800s in Rome, in Europe, malaria was spreading across the land, and like most creations, when we're trying to create one aspect or one cure, something else gets created. English scientist William Perkins created and synthesized the first permanent hair color known to man, the color of mauve. A few years later, a company by the name of Ariel becomes the first company to sell commercial hair color. Ariel shortly became renamed to what now is known L'Oreal. L'Oreal, still used today with homes and with professionals, was also the first creator in 1957 of the one-step lightning at-home system, basically a bleaching kit. Bleaching processes were very high in fumes and very, very irritating towards the scalp. So instead of being at the salon and being tortured with everybody else, women could be tortured at home in the privacy. But makes you wonder, if it can burn, why would we do it? If it can sting, why? Well, just like the ancient the ancient Egyptians know, we're in a world that requires people to look youthful. So we do it to make ourselves look youthful, cover our grays. But another reason to do your hair color is because it gives a person a sense of self-expression. Another reasoning behind hair coloring is to offset our current features. Darker hair tends to accentuate features, including darker circles and wrinkles. Like this girl here. Darker hair, her dark circles were prominent. Lighter hair here, and some pounds of makeup, she's a lot softer looking. But it's what we men and women like to do to change up our looks. But another uncommon for the non-conventional hairstylist, but permanent hair color does help create a better situation for those of us who have fine limp hair. The product in hair color, ammonia, which is a base, helps create a swelling and lifting of the hair color cuticle. With fine hair having more a flat laid down cuticle gives them no movement or more flat hair. With the cuticle raised up, we have more movement and some texture. With all the hairs raised up, they have volume. But with all pros and all benefits of hair coloring, there also comes in some cons. And one of the biggest cons, some people's husbands will say, is it costs money. The average hair coloring every 2 months is almost equivalent to what people spend in a monthly car note. But besides possibly being conned out of your money and spending all this, the other disadvantage or precautionary tale is that hair color will fry your hair. It's a possibility you might have chosen the wrong day, the wrong chemical, or your hairstylist might have just had a really bad night. Like in this situation here, she obviously has a multiple of colors, which doesn't look like it was desired. But as we see here, 2 inches of hair growth was broken off from excessive bleaching. Again, it comes with the cons of the job. You don't choose right, you might get some broken hair. But with all of that said, don't let just that one situation or that one picture previously dictate that every time you get your hair colored, your hair is gonna break off. It all happens on who we choose, what products gets used, and sometimes the stars above. But like I said, hopefully with this whole speech, you will get a better understanding of hair color, know some pros and know some cons, and be able to make a better, more educated decision in your choices. Thank you.